But yeah, before we do any of that stuff, we're going to be checking out the Zelda trailer that actually came out like a couple days ago because I was meaning to do this like the other day, but I completely forgot about it. So if you don't mind, I'm going to look at the trailer for the latest trailer for Echoes of Wisdom because I'm kind of curious. Apparently, it's got some new mechanics and stuff that we've not seen yet. So I'm going to have a look at that, tell you what I think about it, and then we'll do some Backaroo. So we have a King of Hyrule in this one. That's interesting. My boy. I wonder which king this is. Like in the Zelda lineage. Oh yeah, did you guys hear what Nintendo did with the Zelda timeline?
The land of Hyrule has been torn apart by mysterious rifts. In search of Link and the King of Hyrule, both of whom were stolen away. Princess Zelda
I guess
must
she'll be going
borrow
in
the
there.
power of an ethereal creature called Tri. Together, they enter the tears that scar the land in
Yeah,
order
so
to
it's kind of like
save
we'll
her
roll then.
kingdom. On her journey, Zelda will explore what lies within the rifts.
Alright.
This is the still world. Here, trees, fragments of land, people, and other items that were swallowed up by the rifts float in the void. It's said they will eventually vanish completely. Exploring the farthest reaches of this world is no easy feat. To do so, Zelda will have to traverse eerie, floating terrain. Because the path is broken up, the echoes you've learned can come in handy. Forge your own way forward by creating echoes to use as platforms to bridge the gaps.
Right, this sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to traverse.
Massive dungeons can also be found deep within the still world.
Okay, so there is dungeons confirmed.
Zelda will use her wisdom and echoes to take on enemies and puzzles that stand in her way. Then confront challenging bosses who await her arrival. What to do though? Overwhelm the boss with echoes? Or combine them to find unique ways around the situation? The strategy is yours to devise.
What the fuck? I guess that's for healing.
The still world can be accessed through rifts scattered across Hyrule. And each entry point leads to a location with its own defining features. On her adventure, Zelda must overcome dungeons within the rifts and the mysteries they
So yeah,
hold.
I think this is what the real
Without
meat
Link
and
or the
potatoes of the
king,
game is,
Hyrule's
chat.
fate
Like,
rests
this
squarely
world.
in Zelda's hands.
Sword fighter form? Huh.
When Zelda finds and picks up a mysterious sword, she takes on the sword fighter form, allowing her to attack directly.
Right,
With its
okay, so you
mighty
got
power,
Link style
she
gameplay
can
as well.
forge ahead when her path is blocked.
Kinda weird how they didn't show that sooner.
Strike down enemies on her own, or battle alongside echoes. However, she can only stay in sword fighter form for a short period of time.
Okay, it's temporary.
When or where you choose to wield this power is up to you.
That's still cool. But I can see what they're doing. They don't want you to overly rely on it.
Collecting energy found in the still world, so be sure to grab any you find. This is Dompe, an engineer who crafts clockwork gizmos in Hyrule. His extravagant creations are called automatons, and they can be activated by winding them up. They can unleash powerful effects that differentiate them from echoes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But be careful, they'll break apart if they take too much damage.
Oh, so
You'll
that...
meet many other
Hold on a
quirky
minute, hold on. Sorry to pause the thing here,
You'll meet
but...
many other quirky characters.
Wait a minute. Go back a bit further.
But be careful, they'll break apart if they take too much damage.
That slime enemy looks very familiar. I think it might be from Link's Awakening.
You'll meet many other quirky characters during your travels, and there's no doubt they'll be of great help to the princess. On a journey to traverse and save Hyrule, Princess Zelda's wisdom is key to undertaking this adventure.
Oh, the
The
fucking...
Legend of Zelda.
What is that boss called
Echoes
again
of
from Ocarina
Wisdom.
of Time?
Available September 26th only on the Nintendo Switch system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Oh. Evil Link. Okay then. Alright, that looks pretty cool. I like that. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too long just recapping here, but basically this is what I feel like is going to be the main part of the game. Like exploring Hyrule, getting the echoes will be one part, and then you'll be going into this like kind of dark world, sort of like abyss area, just like exploring and looking for dungeons so you can beat the bosses and like get what I assume to be progression items to finish the game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and then you get a temporary sword fighter form, which I noticed you could level up because it says level 1 up there. So you can definitely like get more out of that after you've done whatever. Also nice to see Dampé from Ocarina of Time making an appearance in this one. I think he appeared in like he wasn't in Link's Awakening, the vanilla game, but he was in the remake, I think. Like he was the one who was doing like that weird little dungeon maker mode that was in that game. So yeah, I guess they just brought him back for this just because he was technically a part of that remake, and given this game's art style, I'm guessing they're like continuing from that timeline or whatever. Oh yeah, real quick before I forget, I briefly mentioned it at the start, but Nintendo did some funny stuff with the timeline of Zelda. So Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, people have been asking, okay, where in the timeline do these two take place? They take place in their own timeline. It's a completely separate timeline from everything else that we've seen up to this point. So there is no connection between that one and all the other games that released prior. I feel like that's just Nintendo giving up with the whole timeline bullshit. They're just like, okay, we don't care anymore here. We're just going to put this in a separate thing because fuck you. Excuse me. Yeah, choke on your saliva on stream. That's always fun. But yeah, it's a weird thing Nintendo did there. But this looks good. I'm looking forward to it. I forget this fucker's name. Vavuzela
Taking
or
this
something like that.
adventure.
Like this is the fire dragon from the Fire Temple of Ocarina of Time, so that's a thing. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and we'll get to video games. But yeah, this game comes out in 3 weeks. Definitely a day one for me. So yeah,